And welcome back, Bravehearts. It's Lorraine and Sandra, and we have Cynthia here with us today for the Perfect Day Lifestyle and Nutrition Q&A. And just know that another secret that you might not know yet is, wait a second, let me get the slides up. I'm just jumping ahead. Sandra, do you want to say anything?
Right on. Oh, right. Bravehearts out there. How are you doing today? We have got a secret weapon. We've got some secret sauce. And guess what? We're going to spill all the beans to you today. You're getting everything that you need from the three gals, the three DACA Detox girls. We're bringing our best for you. So we're going to talk about that secret weapon in a minute, but our secret sauce is Cynthia. Dear me, Cynthia, tell us what's on your mind today. Nice, short, and sweet, but you've got that sugary, sweet smile. You're a mom of young boys. We want to hear what you have to say.
Yes, well, hello, beautiful brave hearts. I am just so happy to be here on the show with you fabulous ladies. I always learn something, and I'm excited to finally be able to share a little bit of my story and how amazing this has been and completely transformed my life. So it's just been exciting getting to learn a little bit more about the secret sauce we're going to talk about today, Sandra, right?
That's right. That's right. All right, Lorraine, have you got your magic fingers all in a row here?
Yeah, we've got it going.
Hey.
Okay. So one of the secrets that you might not know is the Become the Light, our Black Friday sale. It is on now, and this has always been our biggest sale of the year. So if you were waiting for that product to go on sale, likely it is. And it's up to 50% off on some of our items. So don't wait. Right, Sandra?
Yeah, that's right. And seeing how this is Wednesday, it's also flash sale day. So flash sale is 6 pounds of black gold, and you want 6 pounds of black gold because A, it's never going to go bad. B, we're all turning into gardeners, aren't we? From now that we know what Jim Gill has taught us is that even that front lawn needs to be your garden. So buy that 6 pounds of black gold because we need it. We need that in our soils so that it can get into our foods, so that it can get into our bodies.
But we also need it into our bodies so that we can digest and assimilate better, right? And eliminate better. That's what the black gold does. And matter of fact, black gold was the very first product that I purchased from DACA Detox. And my biggest issue at that time was heavy metals. And I had a couple of biofeedback machines, so I knew where the heavy metals were. And I was doing everything that I could do to bring those heavy metals down. And believe me, I tried everything. I've been in alternative health for more than 20 years, I'd say closer to 30 by now. But, but I had tried everything. And it was the black gold that started to move the needle on that. And I was so elated. I liked what Dr. Wolf was saying, and now starting with the one product, it blew me away. I just jumped in right away after that, and took the courses and did a drastic change in my life. And yeah, I'm going to be 67 this month.
You look so good, Lorraine. Look at you.
I know she's losing age. You're de-aging, love. You're getting younger and younger. Every time we do this show, I think, oh God, look at her. It's only been 7 days. What the right?
I know. Fabulous. You got it going on, Lorraine.
Yeah. Yeah. So do be the light, because that's what it's all about. When you anchor solid on the DACA Detox protocols, including the nutraceuticals, you raise that vibration of the body. And when it rises, the light, the etheric part of your body just becomes illuminant, and everybody can see the difference. I mean, I see the difference with Sandra. I see the difference with Cynthia. I know that people who knew you before and know what's happened, they see it. You know, it's you can't mistake it.
Mhm. It is something magical when you get that large intestine to work properly. You get that barrier to be there, right? And it's a magical barrier. It's not only just to keep toxins in, but it's actually supposed to zipper open and close when it's supposed to, right? And so when we can get those really good boundaries working on the large intestine, right? It correlates to the brain because it talks to the brain. So good boundaries in the large intestine mean great emotional boundaries up here. And I just look at the three of us, and I think we've all, like Cynthia, you just seem to be calm and poised. And I think that's maybe an attribute that you might sort of lose thankfulness for, just because, oh, well, now you're relaxed and happy. So now you can go about life. But how important is that to take yourself off the burner and to just become calm and poised and make good decisions, right? And we can attest to all these really good emotional things. Becoming the light can go back and to the quality of the product that we're putting in to help it out as that first step.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yes, check out docadetox.com/store and become the light for yourself first, and then your family. And then who knows, maybe you'll decide to take the courses and become a practitioner.
Yes, that's right. Even just a practitioner for your own home, right, Cynthia? How many boys do you have home? You need to be your own version of a practitioner, don't you? Just to survive in the house.
I do. Yes, I have 4 boys at home, 15, 12, 7, and 2. So a wild house here. But I think that's what been one of the most beautiful things is to come home and like they're looking at me like, wow, mommy looks different. You know, like something happened. Like she really changed. And I didn't want to think like I didn't want to focus on anything we were taking away. Like we were not taking all this food away. It was what could we bring in to help raise the vibration, and what new fruits and vegetables could we try, and what different new products, and how does this make you feel? So it was all about implementing it into this beautiful display that they got to be a part of, and now they're learning how to listen to their bodies. And my 7-year-old is like, I need my own practitioner, and I'm like, yes, that's even a 7-year-old can do it. And start now. And what a gift it is to be able to teach these boys, even though it comes with its challenges for sure. We're approaching the teenage years, but I'm like, okay, now bring on the challenges. Bring on, because I feel a little bit more, I feel more grounded and able to tackle this. So,
well, we're going to be careful what we speak. But yes, I hear the intention of, I am ready like I have never been ready before. So let's just be careful of our words, dear, but I appreciate the essence of what you're saying.
Let's not bring it on. We'll just, we'll go with the flow. How about that?
Exactly. So just know, brave hearts out there, your questions matter. So if you've got questions, you're going to put your hand up through the internet and jump up and down and say, hey, it's my turn. No, you're going to put the questions in the comments, and Sandra is monitoring that. She'll let us know when they start popping up.
Yeah, they're popping up, but we'll roll for a little bit here. Yep.
Okay. So you can send your questions and watch at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Yeah. And there's a direct line there for Dr. Darrell Wolfe, 469-861-8884. He's happy to interact with you, as is everybody here in the Canadian Warehouse, the customer support line. Oh, right. So and then the secret weapon that we were talking about is the B17. We're very happy to bring this on. It is very key. Lines up really well with everything that is represented in the world of Doc of Detox, isn't it, Lorraine?
Absolutely, absolutely. Our B vitamins are typically vitamins that don't stay long in the body. You use them, or they go. So these are things that you need to be constantly introducing. So our B vitamins are our stress vitamins. So we talked about a little bit of stress earlier, and you want to bring that load down. It's your B vitamins. But again, they are very essential. That means that they need to be taken on a regular basis, on a daily basis, because your body doesn't store up on these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And just before we get too far in there, we are getting some humic and fulvic questions. Should we just touch on those quick right away, Lorraine?
Absolutely.
Okay. So dear Rose Clark, she's a good friend of ours. Can you mix black gold and black diamond crystals together? Sure, you sure could, love, but they're made different. The black diamond is that fine crystalline powder. We're going to put that into our drinking water. Whereas the black gold, you certainly could, but it doesn't dissolve well into water. So what we recommend is mixing that in with some food, mixing that in with your protein smoothie, your berry smoothie, because we want it's going to affect that digestive tract. We're going to, we want to affect that, and it's going to stay within that digestive tract. So let's just use them. Let's put the black diamond in our drinking water, in our vaginal infusion, in our ultimate coffee enema and our water, and let's keep the black gold the other way. If you want to buffer down that acidic load of your coffee, throw it in with the grounds. Best if it goes through a paper filter. And then you're going to, like I said, buffer down that acidic load of the coffee. But yeah, those are my suggestions. And then why does black gold always stick to the bottom? It's maybe just a bit heavier, love. So if you're going to put it in the smoothie, why don't you put your ingredients in, put your black gold on the very top. So then as it blends, it'll come down. If it gets underneath those blades, it might, depending on the strength of your blender, it might not be strong enough to pick it up and move it around. So little trick of the trade is putting it on top.
Yeah.
And then one more with Elizabeth. I do believe she's a VIP, someone who's taken the courses. Hello. What is the percentage of fulvic and humic and black diamond? So 2/3 humic, 1/3 fulvic is that mix. All right.
Awesome.
Okay. So we can roll.
Okay. So B17. What is it? What is B17? Well, I got to move my screen around here just a little bit. There we go. It's known as Laetrile. It's, like I said, it's an essential nutrient needed daily for lots of functions in the body because this is our stress vitamin. You use small amounts. No, small amounts are found in things that you may be eating already. Things like apple seeds. Not too many people eat apple seeds, but it is in apple seeds. And I remember my mom crunching on those apple seeds. Spinach, lima beans, clove, sprouts, some berries, eucalyptus leaves. I don't know about anybody eating eucalyptus leaves, but I guess that's out there. I might make tea in a tea. Yeah. Watercress, and watercress is amazing all around nutrient that you could be eating, and lots more. But the biggest source of B17 is coming from those apricot seeds. So you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, I added a picture so we can understand where that seed is. So it's not this part here. It's not the outer part. It's the inner part that you're going to find the seed. And that's the thing that has the high amounts of B17. I remember when I got diagnosed with cancer, the apricot seeds were really big back then. And I remember buying them and eating them. Just like I do now, because I have a bag here and I make sure I take, 5 to 10 a day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
I think some really fantastic stories kind of came out. And anytime someone has a big story that this solved an issue, I think there's just been so much suspicion, then things kind of got squashed and it got put underneath the rug. And so, isn't that sad that even way back in the 80s, things were more controlled than what we realized. And just because there was these big stories coming out of showing the power of the B17, that didn't mean it was a lie, right? It didn't mean anything wrong, right? People were so far removed from nature, they assumed that these big stories meant, oh, this is terrible and this is bad and this is obviously a lie. Someone's just trying to get you, right? But now society's coming back into, I can decide for myself, I can take in the information and decide and move forward.
And I do remember too, I used to be able to go to the natural food store and pick them up there. And right now in the natural food store, you can't pick them up anywhere. Yeah.
No, I was looking for them. You can't find them anywhere.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So just know that the DACA Detox has them. Okay. Sandra?
So how does B17 support your body? Well, it's rich in dietary fiber. It's going to help the digestive system. And guys, you can dig out your pen and paper if you want, because there is a lot that B17 does for us. We are going to keep talking about it supports this system and that system. So it is so incredible at what it does. So get your pen and paper out, guys. It is rich in dietary fiber. It's going to support the function and the health of your digestive system. It's going to improve your bowel movements. Woohoo! Talking DACA Detox, talking number 2 here. High levels of thiamine, that's your B1, lowers your blood pressure, helps maintain heart health, contains some omega-3, some fatty acids, improves circulation. So it's going to do a lot for our heart, isn't it? It's going to trap acid and toxins and assist with their removal. Then we can move on to, it's going to help with your arthritis pain. So it is, like I said, we are just going to read off all of the wonderful things that B17 does for us.
And so it contains a considerable amount of zinc. And zinc is very, very popular right now. A lot of people have turned to, adding zinc to things just for the health benefits. So zinc supports the health of your eyes. A lack of zinc, poor vision. And I've got, look at that, cataracts and something that I can't see because my picture's in the way. Okay.
Oh, sorry about that. I was looking at Facebook. What was it, Helen? Oh, I see.
It's I've got the seeds in the way. When I made the slide, I just didn't
okay,
see that.
Well, I won't change yours. Cataracts, macular degeneration, that's what's covered up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
And zinc is one of the transporters of vitamin A. So vitamin A is needed at the retina to create melanin. And melanin is what gives us the color on our skin. Yeah. It promotes liver health. So anybody struggling with any liver problems, this is one of the things you could be doing, eating these apricot seeds. Or if you don't like, they are very bitter. If you don't like that bitter, then getting the caps. It reduces effects of autoimmune hepatitis, which is inflammatory liver. And I know earlier it mentioned reducing inflammation, and it is a bomb for reducing inflammation, just saying. Significant change to health because the T cells growth, it helps with the growth and decline of disease. So your T cells are your fighter cells. These are the things that are going to go, they're kind of like Pac-Man. They see that there is an invader over there and they all just go grab it and get rid of it. So it's going to boost your immune system, slows down the spread of illness and kills the harmful cells. Sandra?
I can only do one thing at a time here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got you. Well, I'll go ahead. If that's okay.
You go for it, girl.
So apricot seeds, they also are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help improve mental health, which I'm big on because this was what I was struggling with for a majority of my life, having, been diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder. I was really fascinated about the benefits of apricot seeds because it says right here, reduce mood swings, bipolar episodes, schizophrenia relapses, violent behavior with psychiatric disorders, and also helps with the reduction in age-related mental decline and even Alzheimer's. So really good for the brain and that function, which I really draw to. It also has a great amount of calcium, which is essential for bone health and especially for bone building, which we all want to make sure that we're keeping our bones nice and strong throughout life. And it regenerates the bone cells, increasing bone density, which is absolutely amazing. Also, I found this fascinating that it is great for easing ear pain and can fight ear infection and disease and activates those T cells. So they produce ear infection and disease. Go in there and help. And activates those T cells. So they produce ease that pain, ear infection and disease. Go in there and help. And activates those T.
Yeah, and most of us have way too much omega-3, and that's why the body, we're supposed to have an even amount of 3, 6, 9, and actually there's omega-7, and I think I've heard of other omegas out there too that are required on a very, very smaller amount, but it's 3, 6, 9 that are the most. And that omega-3 is in absolutely everything that's processed. So our bodies are way too high in that. And that's where we get the problems.
Yes.
And if it's in a processed product, it won't be a good version of omega-3s either, will it?
Exactly. And yeah.
All right. So look at this screenshot. I think this is going to be all about our skin and beauty, isn't it? Apricot seeds support skin health, essential fatty acids. I'm not sure I'm going to try to say those.
Oleic and linoleic.
Okay, good for you. Thank you. That's a tongue twister. Vitamins A and E. It's going to moisturize and nourish skin, especially dry and mature skin. It can be used in cosmetics and creams and soaps and skin lotions. It is popular in massage oil and sunbathing oil. Protects against and assisting free radical and that damage and age our skin. Promotes healthy, youthful skin and cell regeneration. So isn't that amazing? And then we can go one step further underneath the skin. It's going to support muscle repair and growth. It's going to help with protein and amino acid essential for muscle repair and growth. See, guys, the list of what this B17 is going to do for your body is going to keep on going.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I just got to move this over. Nope.
I can keep
There we
going
go.
if you need.
Okay. So apricot kernels, which is the seed that we're talking about. So you can get apricot kernel oil, and it's great for hair health. You can use it for hair care routines, for moisture, and to stop hair loss. So again, if I were you, if I had hair loss, I'm going to be doing that skin brush and then clapping, and then you could, if you had some apricot kernel oil, you could be scrubbing that in, and I'd be using some of the hair restore with that oil and scrubbing that in. That would be a good thing to do. Essential fatty acids, again, vitamin A, vitamin E to help heal the scalp. So any scalp problems that you're having, promote shine and moisture in the hair follicles, helps prevent hair loss and fosters hair regrowth in the cases of balding. But you know what? I remember after I went to Ixtapa, even before I went to Ixtapa, my hair was thinning and it was starting to look pretty witchy, I'm going to say. and the Docket Detox products and doing the work and getting myself off that hamster wheel of life did me a world of good. But anyhow, it's rich in minerals, iron and phosphorus. Both assist in maintaining energy and reducing fatigue and tiredness, muscle weakness, slowing down of the functions in the body system. So it's going to help maintain and build up these things. Used to support the respiratory health. So one of the things they mentioned was it was something that people who have asthma or any kind of respiratory problem happening should be taking. So it acts as an expectorant. So that means it'll help you cough up mucus. So it increases airway secretions. So we need to have some secretions in the lungs in order for things to flow. So there is a little bit of mucus that's naturally there. We just don't want a lot of mucus. It increases the water content, reduces inflammation. So there's that inflammation again. It's going throughout this whole thing. Infection, asthma attacks. It'll help reduce your reactions to allergies and other respiratory issues.
Yeah, and I like to add that nebulizing also is going to be a great combination to do with that, to really help just open up those sinuses and really clean up that whole area. I like to use the Bright Eyes or the Infinite Iodine. Really makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah, or a combination of half and half.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Bright Eyes and Silver Bullet, and then Infinite Iodine by itself. So yeah.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Sandra.
That's okay, Lev. Yeah, no. And isn't it amazing, Cynthia, that, we can do several different things, right? Because the nebulizing is going to be one thing, getting that nutrition in either the seeds or the capsules, right? So we're going to work at these issues from more than one point of view.
Top and bottom and whatever hole you can get it in.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. In this hole. Yeah. We can put it in this hole. Woo! It's gonna go in the other end. All right. Lorraine is saying back to work, girls. Back to work. Enough of that. She's saying, okay.
We have a little fun here.
I don't know, Cynthia. I know we were able to have fun before you came along. Now Lorraine's cracking the whip on us. I don't know what's going on. All right. Antioxidant properties. It contains some phenols, some alpha Can you help me with that one?
Tocopherols.
There you go. Fat soluble from vitamin E, giving its high antioxidant effects, reduces free radicals, lowers the presence of toxic substances. It looks like a little bit of B15 for the pan-gamic acid.
Yeah.
It's going to give you more endurance, increases oxygenation of the heart, the brain, and other vital organs. It's used to increase athletic performance and endurance. And it's going to give you a great defense for pollutants. It's going to prolong your cell, how long your cells live, motivate increased immune response, lower fat and cholesterol in plasma, protect your liver from alcohol effects, or we just will put less in the body too, right? Keeps a hangover at bay and facilitates hormone regulation.
Well, there you go. There you go. So you want to keep popping those B17s. They are amazing, amazing. Or the apricot seeds.
Yeah. Well, in conversation with some of the guys at I don't think I've chatted with the guy that Daryl's interviewed, but I've chatted with other gentlemen in the organization, and he really loves chewing on the apricot seeds, and even just like putting one kind of in kind of, he'll chew it up and then just sort of puts it in beside almost like a little version of the chewing tobacco, right? Except it's apricot seeds. And then he's microdosing it, right? He's getting a little bit going into that bloodstream on a consistent basis. And he just does it all day long, and he'll be talking to people, and he'll put a little seed in. And so, if that sounds interesting to you, then give it a try with the apricot seeds for sure. Let's read what we've got here. B17 seeds are used for treating asthma, other lung diseases, conditions of the skin, including eczema, painful joints, nerve connections, arthritis, and cancer, that big 1, 2, 3, or 4th stage inflammation. It's going to improve the amount of oxygen to the brain, the heart, and other essential organs. B17 apricot seeds are still the most known for helping reduce the effects of that inflammation.
Yeah. So there you go. I think that almost wraps it up.
Okay, a little bit of seed knowledge I think you've got here for us.
Yes. Yeah. So I just wanted to let you know that the seeds that we're getting from RNC are grown in California. They're non-GMO. They're certified organic. And you can, if you could take a look at the seeds, you can see the ones, the darker ones that are smaller, those are from China. And then the ones that are bigger and lighter. So the Chinese ones are bitter apricot seeds. They're darker and much smaller compared to the California grown ones. They tend to have a musky, earthy taste. And these ones here, I wouldn't call them an earthy taste at all. They're definitely bitter. They kind of remind me a little bit of almond. There's a back taste that kind of tastes like almond, but it's way more bitter. But I like that. I don't know, Cynthia, have you tried the seeds at all?
Yeah, they do kind of remind me of like an almond texture, but the taste is different. I was actually thinking I would mention this before, but I've used them as almost a pre-workout because I teach group cycling. And it's funny you mentioned like getting one in your tooth, because I was like, I had it stuck there and I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. It came felt energized throughout the workout. So, I mean, even if the taste is just a little bit better, the benefits are amazing.
Well,
and you know what he said? The more bitter, the more better.
That's true.
So to me, the only thing I can equate it to is a little bit of a licoricey taste.
Kind of, yes.
And so I'm not a big fan of that licorice taste. So definitely, I did notice I tried a few, and then the next day I tried a few, and the next day, right? So you definitely do get used to it. And if we want something straight from nature, then let's go with the seed for sure, right?
Absolutely.
And in today's world, we are so bombarded with the opposite taste, which would be the sweet. That's why most people, we're actually lacking those bitters. We're lacking that bitter. You go and talk to like Chinese medicine people, and it's the bitters that they are prescribing for people, because we need the bitters, and because we're just so high with the sweets, and we're literally are high with the sweets, right? Because it is addictive, and we want to be able to get off those things and get back to nature. Sandra, are there any questions?
There's been a few questions. I typed in those answers for the black gold and those questions. Rose asking what we sell. So we actually sell the apricot seeds in 2 different sizes. We sell the capsule, which is, I do believe the 100 milligram is between 2 to 5 seeds compressed. I think that's right. I can check my information, but I know the 500 milligram is between 20 to 25 seeds compressed and put into the capsule.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah. So your 100 milligram is going to be, if you're not going to want to eat the seeds, your 100 milligram is going to be just that daily preventative care, help all those different systems, help those tissues. And then your 500 milligram. I think it's always wise to have that on hand in case you think something a little bit more serious is going on. You need systems to kick into high gear, and or you've got some concerns about something chronic going on. We're definitely going to want to be taking in the 500 milligram size.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And, if everybody is always well, I talked to somebody yesterday, I think it was yesterday, and they were saying, but the bottle says only take this much. And I have to remind them, you know what, that is, we have to follow some guidelines, and our hands are tied, really.
Yeah, and some people will just take the whole bottle and swallow it too, right? So we have to give some guidelines, and we have to give some conservative guidelines just in case. So, take these as guidelines, keep educating yourself, get that Perfect Day document downloaded, get a feel for what we're teaching, because we're teaching everyone that you're going to step into your own practitioner position. Start with this as a guideline, start at these as a base protocol, kind of like the minimum, and learn from there and decide what you need for your body. Reach out and ask us questions. Reach out to Dr. Daryl Wolf and ask questions. Yeah.
Well, I think that's about it. Hey, we're doing pretty good here, Sandra.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's 37, so it's I think it's perfect.
All
It's
right.
37 minutes after, so I think we're getting her down pretty good here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got the BHN TV guide and the pelvic restoration and disease prevention Q&A. I know last Monday, that was 2 days ago. I was flying. So Cheryl and Cynthia took it over and did an amazing job. Thank you so much.
It was my pleasure. I thought you were checking out because we were talking about the prostate. Lorraine doesn't want to talk about prostate. She's on a plane.
Yeah, that's my excuse. I'm
Yeah,
sticking to
right.
it. Yeah, exactly. And then we have the advanced practitioners Q&A on Monday. The times have changed though, right?
Yeah, we've moved that up to 6 p.m. Eastern.
And the pelvic one down to up or down, whatever you're going to call it, to 7 p.m. So they'll be switched on the next slide. On the next,
we'll get the next
talk
slide
to our IT people here.
Yeah.
Because that just happened recently, actually on Monday.
I think this week was the first one for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Doc Talk Live Q&A on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern with Dr. Daryl Wolf and sometimes a special guest. The Power Pack Show, which is every other Tuesday at 5 p.m. with Dr. Daryl Wolf and practitioners. The Seeds of Abundance on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. And that is with Jim Gale. And he's got a ton of information. If you want to start a food forest in your backyard, front yard, I've seen them popping up here in Calgary, believe it or not. I'm seeing front yards being torn up and they're planting their gardens. And, it's colder here, but we still have some things that'll grow. The Perfect Day Lifestyle Q&A, that's what we're doing right now. And the cardio bed for perfect circulation with Marie and Dr. Daryl Wolf at 3 p.m. every second Thursday at 3 p.m. And then the other Thursday at 3 p.m. we've got the Dina and Debbie show. And they are a hoot. If you haven't watched them lately, I encourage you to go and watch. And then we have the DoD 5-star healing and training retreat at 4 p.m. on Fridays with Dr. Daryl Wolf.
Their
And
Halloween show was just a riot. And they were talking about very good information, but you just laughed the whole time with Dina and Debbie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I guess I'll do this one too. Dr. Sage Wolf is coming on Monday, guys. That's already November the 18th. So he's offering Wolf Non-Surgical, which is reversing the irreversible, thermography, which is giving you a roadmap to your health. Let's be proactive. Let's not wait until we get a diagnosis with something. Let's get the thermography done. And this is full body thermography. It's not just breast. I've had a few people call and say, is that breast? I said, no, it's the full body. It's everything. We'll be able to detect where the hot spots are, and Dr. Sage Wolf will go over that and help you understand how you can rectify that problem. The heavy metal testing is another amazing tool that he's offering. Not only does it do heavy metals, but it also gives you an idea. Well, it tells you where your vitamins and your minerals are. And where the lacks are. So a good thing to have, again, being proactive. When you know that there's a lack in the body, you can be proactive and take care of it so that you don't get a diagnosis of something. So he's going to be here on Monday, the 18th till Friday, November the 29th. And you're going to call me to book an appointment. And I still have some appointments available. And I would love to have it totally solid booked. So give me a call. What's stopping you? He is the master trainer of the Wolf Non-Surgical. So you are getting the master is going to work on you or do the thermography or heavy metal testing. So you're going to give me a call, 403-605-9216 to book your appointment. Sandra, I think you're on mute.
I am. This little microphone gives me a red light when it's working. Now, does that make sense? No. Anyway,
It should be green.
2025. Hey, Cynthia, are you making plans for number 3 here coming up? Maybe?
I am. Yeah, I'm going in January back to Ixtapa. So, woohoo!
Woo!
So excited. Yeah.
Yes. So people who don't know, that means that she's going to get the designation of being a master practitioner after she takes that 3rd time. So she's going to get another lovely certificate. It's just that we are like onions. We have to learn and grow and keep going and actually keep going deeper and deeper and deeper into ourselves. So we are so super proud of you to come alongside with us. Ixtapa in January, starting on the 29th, Calgary, as Lorraine is the host for starting on March 19th, back into Ixtapa, April 16th, Stuart, Florida, with Dina and Debbie hosting May 7th, and then back to Ixtapa, Mexico, October 1st. Daryl and Lori don't like to leave Ixtapa that often, people. So it is tropical. Pack your bags and get out of your regular zone, right?
Yeah.
Cynthia, leave the house, leave everything behind so that you can focus on you. What's your thoughts?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's so important just to carve out that time for yourself. So many times you can be flooded with, oh, I've got to be here for my kids. Oh, I got work. I have this and such. It's like, no, there's no better time than right now. And it'll transform your life. I can't say enough about it.
There you go. Okay. I think we've got a hard deadline of 45 minutes. So get in on that app, guys. That is going to be your easiest access into the library. We want you to do this because we believe that the only permanent self-care or permanent healthcare is actually your self-care. And then you can move into that permanent love of self-love. Okay. Once you get there, we have now taught you how to fly, to first love yourself. And together, when we all come together to learn these things, just like Cynthia just experienced, she's made friends for life. Together, we are stronger. So let's check out one more slide. Dr. Darrell Wolf is available at all these numbers, 469-861-8884, extension 5 on the toll-free line. Customer service, customer support, which is myself and another teammate, extension 0. You've got books to download, other websites to go to, and then let's click on that Braveheart oath. And who wants to read the oath today?
I'll do it. Okay. I am love. I am healed. I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will always trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. Because I can, because I am love, I am healed, I am Braveheart.
Thank you
Wonderful,
for
Bravehearts.
joining, Bravehearts. We've got this. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.